If you run a small business, do you have time for a content calendar that looks like this? I don't. So let's create the easiest and quickest calendar possible to rock it on social media. Hey, I'm Brooke Miles, and welcome back to another video where I teach you how to create a small business social media program that's easy to run, that gets results, and that you can be proud of. And thanks so much to Crazy Friendship Girl, who asked me to create a video about monthly planning. Crazy Friendship Girl, this video is for you. Now, a good content calendar, or you can call it a social media calendar, should help us do two important things: plan our content and stay consistent. But what a calendar should not do is cause us stress. I don't know about you, but I deal with major insomnia, and the last thing I need is another tedious business task whirring in my head. The problem is the typical calendar system is too hard. It takes longer to write the calendar sometimes than it does to write the posts themselves. So I found a solution I really like. It is so simple. And unlike other solutions where you have to create a whole new calendar every single month, you're gonna create this one just one time. One time! It'll take about 30 minutes of your life and then you can move on. And you don't need any special software. You can do this in Microsoft Word or Excel, or you can write it on a poster board or a legal notepad or Papyrus. I don't have Papyrus, but you can buy it on Amazon. But no matter what you write on, the format's the same. Here it is in Word. You create two columns. In the first column, write the days of the month, just down to 30 since not all months have 31 days. In the second column, write the word topic. Hey guys, I'm in the middle of editing this video and I'm realizing that the way I introduced this video earlier doesn't really convey the full value of everything you're gonna get. I mean, obviously this calendar is just two columns, but the rest of this video is gonna talk about what to do with this. For example, how many of these time slots should you be filling? What should you be putting in there? And other time-saving tips. So if that sort of information is valuable to you, stick around. Now, before you fill out the topics column, and we're just talking about general topics right now, you want to decide how often you want to post each week. And when I say post, for the purposes of this calendar, I'm just talking about quick social media updates where you have one or two sentences as your caption, and then you share a photo or a video, or maybe just a link to an interesting article. That's a post. Now, if I didn't know anything about your business and I had to guess on a frequency that you should do, I would guess 3 times a week. 3 times a week is good because it's enough to show you're alive without necessarily driving you nuts as you're trying to put content out there. Now, if you think 3 times a week is too much, let me know in the comments below because I can create an entire video for you about how to bang out quality social media posts in no time. So anyway, if you're gonna post 3 times a week, just pencil in some of the X's here so they're spread out to 3 times a week, and that way you'll know where to add your topics. You'll probably notice that these days of the month can fall on any day of the week. So that's on purpose, and that's because people are on social media every single day. And if some days get a little more social media traffic than others, it doesn't mean you shouldn't post at all on those slightly lighter days. Besides, do you always want to post on those most popular days when everyone else is posting? Because there's too much competition in the news feed. So let me get off the soapbox. Okay, I just did. Now let's figure out what should be the topics where the X's are. First, let's break this down into 2 huge categories. Self-promotional, which is anything that promotes you or your company, and non-self-promotional, which is anything that's educational or inspirational or entertaining, really anything that provides value and doesn't directly promote you. Let's start with self-promotional. How many of these X's should be on self-promotion? And it totally depends on your business. In my video about how to not be braggy on social media, I show you how different businesses can get away with different levels of self-promotion, and I'll give you a link to that video at the end of this video, so stick to the end. Let's do a specific example. Let's say you're a caterer. You could get away with about 50% self-promotion and 50% non-self-promotion. 50% is about the maximum self-promotion I would recommend for a for-profit business, but a caterer and other businesses in the food industry, they can get away with a lot of that because food is just amazing to look at and dream about if you're not already devouring it. Anyway, let's put the self-promotional posts here. And yes, for you mathematicians out there, you might have seen that there are 13 total slots, and I filled 7 of them with self-promotion, which is slightly more than 50%, but let's not get technical. Okay, so now what should your self-promotion look like? Let me give you some ideas for the caterer, although most of these ideas can apply to any business. Team member spotlight, customer testimonials, photos/videos of your catering spreads, photos of new recipes, photos of customer favorites, link to a particular page on your website with a call to action or CTA, reminder to people to book their catering requests early, and an invite to join your email list to get exclusive specials. And if you want more details on the ideas I'm presenting here, definitely check out the video link at the end. Keep in mind on this calendar template that we're just putting down general self-promotional topics. This is the template that you're going to use from month to month. Now, I just listed 9 self-promotional ideas, but we have just 7 slots to fill in the calendar, so let's see how we can squeeze this in. So on the calendar, let's put team member or customer spotlight here on the 1st, the catering spread here on the 6th, customer testimonial here, link to a particular page on your website here, photo of a new recipe or customer favorite here, reminder to book early here, and an invite to join your email list here. Keep in mind that if you want to grow your business in a certain direction, then you want your self-promotions to lean in that direction as well. Not all your self-promotions, but more of them. Again, let's say you're a caterer and you want to do more corporate events, then more of your customer testimonials and catering images and customer spotlights should lean towards the corporate event realm. You also might want to promote the corporate page on your website more than the wedding page. Now let's look at non-self-promotional. Remember that non-self-promotional is anything that doesn't directly make you look good, and the whole purpose of it is just to provide value to your audience. And again, just like with self-promotion, you want your content to lean more towards the part of your business that you want to grow. So again, let's say you're a caterer, you want to grow corporate events, but you're still happy to take on weddings. So here are topics you might want to cover for your non-self-promotions. Tips when hiring a caterer, corporate event planning tips, nutrition facts, kitchen hacks. Think of everything you can do with baking soda, for instance. Motivational quote, funny meme or cartoon related to food. I think this one is particularly sick. I love it. Coincidentally, I just listed 6 different ideas for our non-self-promotions, and what do you know? We have 6 slots left to fill in our calendar. I love it! So let's put the non-self-promotions here. Now I'm making the non-self-promotions a different color than the self-promotions just so you can see it more easily in this video, but don't feel like you have to color code everything. Also, if there's a particular topic that you want to cover more than once a month, that's totally fine. Go ahead and have it fill more than one slot. Then you can have less important topics share a slot. So for example, on the 6th of the month, you could do this less important topic or this less important topic on that day. And if you have time to write your own original blog articles and create your own videos and basically produce your own original content, yeah, that would be great to share for your non-self promotions. I encourage it. But if you don't have time, look for any type of content that's shareable. The key, again, is to provide value. And if you're a caterer, I just provided you with your content strategy, so you're welcome. By the way, for most of you watching this, you can use this calendar to cover all of your social media sites. So let's say you're on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Chances are, mostly everything you put on Facebook and LinkedIn can be the same, and then any of that content you put on Facebook and LinkedIn that happens to be a photo or video, you can also put on Instagram. And I have a whole video about whether you should even bother customizing your content across social media sites, and I'll put a link to that video in the description of this one. So when you're ready to write a bunch of your posts in advance, and I do recommend that you batch this activity, it'll save you a whole lot of time. Pull up your calendar and start finding content that fits those categories. Also, to save you time, unless someone else is reviewing your posts, don't type the posts in the content calendar only to have to copy and paste them to go where the posts need to go. Instead, just get the posts where they need to go, whether they're going directly on the social media site or if you're using a pre-scheduling tool like Buffer or Hootsuite or Social Pilot. There are a million of them out there. The key is, as small business owners, we don't want to create extra steps if we don't have to. And you could be flexible. Let's say there's something that just happened that you just want to post right away. Then post it right away. Don't worry about the calendar. because no one's going to notice your system but you. So you can so easily deviate from this. Or if you get stuck on a particular category for the month, don't sweat it. Go ahead and replace it with something else. The key is to use this calendar as a guideline so you can be consistent with a good content mix for your audience.
Now that you know how to create a simple social media calendar, your next step is to make sure you know the right ratio of self-promotion to non-self-promotion. So watch this video in the top right corner. You'll even learn how to write your self-promotions in a way your audience will love. Thanks, and see you in the next video.